Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
What is going on, everybody? You guys know who it is, man. RB, Philly Take with RB, back again with another live stream. Philly Unite, Sixers Nation, let me hear you in the chat. Whew, what is going on, man? Kind of a surprise live stream here out of nowhere. We're gonna wait for some people to load in, but let's just say, we got some things to talk about. It does not feel there's not a positive vibe in the air right now. It's for me personally, it's not looking too optimistic right now. Obviously we come off a bad loss last night. I see a lot of people overreacting to that. I'm not gonna overreact to that loss. It was just one of them games, man. We didn't have our game. They did. We could talk about the effort level. I mean, we didn't play well. We didn't play hard. We just didn't have it, man. We couldn't hit shots. And it just was not good. But anyway, the big story of the night, which was actually after right after I posted my post-game video. Shout out to everybody who, caught that and came out to my live play-by-play and everything. Right after I posted it, I found out about Seth Curry. So if you guys haven't heard, Seth Curry has tested positive for the virus, and multiple Sixers are expected to miss time. It just does not feel optimistic to me. Now we're going to talk about everything. We'll wait for a few more people to get in, but what's going on, everybody? If you're coming in, hit the like, hit the subscribe, man. We're closing in on 6K subscribers. So shout out to everybody, man. Philadelphia 76ers actually have a game tomorrow. I mean, we have an expected scheduled game tomorrow, but in my opinion, I don't know if we're going to be able to play that. It does not look promising to me. As of right now, the team is still awaiting test results. I believe they took them this morning. They quarantined in New York. So we'll wait to hear back. I just don't know how this game's going to go on tomorrow. It's not football where you can lose a guy or two and you can still play. I mean, we might lose 3/5 of our starting lineup. You know what I mean? So, like, all right, I can stomach, I can stomach the loss last night, but when it comes down to this positive test, it's just not that good. What's going on, everybody in the chat? We're just waiting for some people to get in here. Barm5, what's up, my guy? Matthew, Enjo, Big Play Slay, Adi, Jonas is Depressed City. Adi says, why Seth? Smash the like smash the like button in your way in and subscribe to the channel. You already know. Bit of a surprise stream here. What's going on, everybody? Steve says, oh no, we can't have anything good in Philly. Rick says, yo, what is going on? Rick Bennett, what is going on, everybody? I'm gonna wait a minute here, and then I'm gonna give my thoughts, and I would love to hear everybody else's thoughts on this matter. Cal says, sucks to suck. The heck? I feel like we should have never lost last night. They didn't have Kyrie or KD. I agree. They're playing tomorrow, but Embiid and Curry are out. I don't know, man. We don't have any positive news yet. Certainly. So I'm still looking. I got Twitter open. We're gonna talk about a few things here. And let me know, by the way, in the chat, if the connection's good. Is everything good? We're not lagging or anything, right? Let me know in the chat. G League assemble. Embiid's going to most likely miss time. He was sitting right next to him. Paul Reed. Okay, bye. So he said sucks to suck and then says that. Well, looks like somebody's catching an unmod. Get that out of here. Can't have mods in here being like that. Come on, man. Sixer says disappointing. Watch they don't cancel the game after most of our players are out. Exactly, man. Exactly. But hey, playoff Rondo, what's up? Shout out to everybody, man. Hope everybody's safe and healthy and all. Let's just talk real quick for a few. So here's the number one thing today. So Shams tweeted earlier today. He says the Sixers learned of a positive test for a player during tonight's game in Brooklyn, forcing the entire team to quarantine in New York. Here's my thing. Number one, okay. I'm not exactly sure how the NBA process works. I believe that on game days, players get two different tests. So I believe they get a rapid test early in the day, and I believe Seth Curry got that and tested negative. And I believe later on in the day, you get a positive test. But it doesn't make sense to me. Like, why would you allow the guys to go on the court together? Because, there's false negatives. So if you're going to do another test, why not have the results in before the game? Like, why not do that earlier in the day? I just don't understand it. Seth Curry was out on the bench. Apparently his second test that takes a little longer came in positive. And he was sitting on the bench. I went back and watched the first quarter. He's sitting next to Embiid. He's sitting next to Sam Cassell, our assistant coach. He's sitting a couple slots down from Dwight Howard. So there's guys around him, and obviously these guys probably dapped him up and came in contact. So he probably affected some other people. Now, so that happened, and then Shams retweeted his own thing and says the Sixers player positive test was learned just after 8 p.m. and he was removed within 2 minutes of the result. And then a couple hours later, Adrian Wojnarowski tweets, the Sixers are expected to have multiple players miss time due to contact tracing and still are awaiting results of today's testing. And those players were in close contact with Seth, who returned a positive test. Now, Sixers are quarantining in New York. Joel Embiid took it upon himself to self-quarantine because Joel Embiid has a new 3-month-old son and a wife and he doesn't want to infect them. So in my opinion, this just does not feel good. And around the league as well, the Boston Celtics came back with, I think, 3 or 4 positive tests a day. Tristan Thompson, Rob Williams, and Grant Williams. And then last night it says there were 2 Mavericks players who were exposed to the virus. They have tested negative and expected to remain so. However, there was one guy who tested positive. So 1 positive test for the Mavericks, 3 for the Celtics. And it says for the Sixers so far, Seth Curry, and we're awaiting the results, and probably multiple others as well. In my opinion, I feel like, look, I'm not going to make this comparison because we played terrible yesterday, but honestly, man, it looks like some of our guys had it, man. Joel Embiid was how many times last night on the play-by-play did I say, like, Joel Embiid does not even look himself, to be honest. He doesn't even look himself. So overall, I would love to hear everybody else's opinions. We'll talk about the Sixers a little bit. But in my personal opinion, this does not have a good feel to it. Not at all. I'm thinking about the NFL, the NBA, and the MLB, right? Obviously, the NFL only has 16 games. They were able to move some games around. They were able to move this to this bye week. They were able to play games on Tuesday and Wednesday, right? It was feasible because there's only 16 games in a year. There's 1 game a week, right? So they were able to do it. It was not pretty. Then I think about the MLB, who has a ton of games, obviously a limited season, and they were able to go back to back. They were able to go doubleheader this day, doubleheader this day. But I'm thinking about basketball, and I'm like, how is this going to work? Like, really, what can we do? Are we going to do 2 games in a day and make them 2 quarters each? Like, what are we going to be able to do? Because there's no way, given our roster, that these teams are going to be able to play 2 games in one day. And the NBA is on a certain time schedule. They want to make their money. They've lost so much money from the bubble as it is. They're trying to add 2 expansion franchises. They're losing a ton of money. So when it comes to the Sixers, man, it's like It's like every team had to deal with this. The Eagles, the Phillies, like the NHL did a great job, and I'll give the NBA credit because they did do a great job last year. As soon as we heard about Rudy Gobert and stuff, they stopped the season. They went right. They made the plan. Hopefully, they have another kind of emergency evacuation plan. Because man, this just does not feel good. It does not feel good at all. And I'm trying to be hopeful here, but I'm thinking about a starting lineup. What if 3 of our guys are out? Seth Curry has been in contact with all these guys. Seth Curry is with Doc Rivers' daughter. Seth Curry's with Doc Rivers' daughter. That's his wife. So what if Seth Curry has seen Doc Rivers' daughter and his daughter has seen him? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. This is just a big mess. And overall, I will say that this is disheartening given the fact that we were playing some good basketball right now. Obviously, we had a bad game yesterday, but we were playing good basketball, and something like this, even if we do play and a couple of our guys are out, we're just not going to be the same. Or if we have to take a 10-day rest, how's that? Like, we're not going to be in our rhythm again. And, eventually, if teams keep testing positive and there's an outbreak, we might have to go back to the bubble, which I don't want to do. It just isn't the same. I like to, at least now, even though there's no fans, I have a feeling like, this team is home. Like, it actually feels like a home game compared to an away game. At least that's how it feels right now to me. But even though there's no fans, but in the bubble, it was just a weird feeling. You could tell the guys didn't like it that much. I don't know, man. There's just something about seeing the different colors on the court, just the different shapes of the arenas. Like, if we go back to this is going to be a bad situation. It sucks that the Sixers are the one that have to face this now. I'm just hoping that it's only Seth and maybe one other player. I hope it's not a lot of other guys. But from what we're hearing, it just doesn't feel promising. It does not feel promising to me. And the last thing I'll say before we get to the comments, man, everybody hit that like and subscribe. How is this going to work? Say the Sixers had an entire outbreak and say that they had to miss 10 games, right? Just for example, 5, 7, 10 games. This is going to now affect every other team's schedule, and it's not like the NFL or the MLB where you can make up games like that. It's not that easy. We already have a compact schedule as it is, a lot of back-to-backs. So what? We're going to play more back-to-backs, get more tired. I just don't feel good about this. But can they just, not let us play the rest of, miss 5 to 10 games? Like, how's that going to work? We also played the Brooklyn Nets last night. Now they have to get tested. Now, whoever the Celtics played have to get tested. Whoever the Mavericks played have to get tested. It's just, I don't want to see this ripple effect, and I don't want to see it break out. And it's just it very much sucks. If we have to go on a hiatus again, or if we have to go to the bubble again, sure, I'm going to enjoy basketball. I'm going to enjoy sports, but it is not the same. And that's how I personally feel about it. This situation, look, last time I tried to give myself some false hope and say, all right, we'll be fine. We'll be okay. But it just did not feel the same, man. And it has not been the same since. Never again in my life, when we get back to normal one day, will I take for granted a Tuesday night game against a bum team. I will never again take that for granted. That's what I got. You guys let me know your thoughts in the chat. We'll keep talking about this. And then we'll talk about some Sixers, man. I'm just really hoping that we get some news while we're on here. Got the Hornets Pelicans game on. I hope we get some good news on here that everything's all right. To me, I'm thinking at least 2 or 3 might have it, but I don't know, man. Shout out to everybody in the stream, man. We got 90 up in the chat. Not really a planned live stream. Just felt like I didn't feel like making a whole video about this. So I was like, might as well, come on and talk to some people on here. Man, I just don't want to go back to this hiatus and this bubble. And I'm just really not trying to do it, man. Jimmy J in the chat says they need to go the NHL route, 4 to 5 bubbles. Yeah, I kind of heard about the NHL, and the NHL handled things great, especially in the playoffs last year. And And so did the NBA. But now, this traveling, like, in my opinion, what needs to happen is players need to hold themselves more accountable, and they got to have more testing. They got to have more restrictions, whatever needs to happen. It's hard though when you have teams going to every single arena. Guys want to go out, they see a friend, they see family. And it happens. It sucks, man. Only takes one. We also got a very hard schedule coming up, but hey, I want to see us play these good teams. I really do. I really do. I want to see us at full strength playing these teams, man. I really do. 10-day rest will toughen our schedule a lot, like the Phils. Yeah, exactly. I just feel like our schedule is going to get. I don't know how they're going to do it, like the NBA. Like if we miss 5 to 10 games, right? Or say we miss 5 games, where are those games going to go? I mean, we already have a ton of back-to-back, so and the second half of the schedule isn't even made yet. So maybe they have to adjust like that. But man, the Celtics, the Mavs, the Sixers, and I think it's just going to keep going, and it's not a good feeling, man. I just want to have a regular season. John says, I'm ready to lose a lot of games, possibly not going to lie. Nurses got vaccines. Why not players? I mean, they have money. Yeah. I don't know, man. There's a order of operations for this, and it just sucks, man. It just sucks. I don't want to go back to a bubble setting. Marquise says, I can't imagine that. I agree. Shannon says, I don't understand the NBA protocols. I feel like the Wizards and Nets need to quarantine as well. That would be the responsible decision. Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. You're absolutely right. There's teams playing tonight that we've seen recently. There's teams that we played last night that are going to be playing. Like, I don't know. I don't understand what they are doing. I agree. Just draw the games. Yeah, but how does that factor into the schedule? You know what I mean? How is that going to determine someone at the end of the season who's fighting for a spot? Aries says whole NBA season is a wrap. If Sixers miss that much players, it would be horrible. Exactly. And then if we miss time, I feel like we're going to lose some of our mojo right now, Matthew says, yay, bubble. They'll have to go back to the bubble if they want to continue the season. I don't see the circumstances getting any better. They might have to suspend the season until everyone's healthy. I feel like it could become, last year it only took what? Took a couple players, one really in a big time game for them to say, all right, we're putting a hold on this as things were starting to get out of control. If this happens for a couple more nights and a couple more teams start the outbreak, who knows what's going to happen, man? Who knows? Sixers about to start signing fans and Hall of Fame players like AI out of retirement. Look, who's going to play if we play tomorrow? If I'm waiting to see who comes back with a positive test, but really, like, who's going to play tomorrow? If a couple of our starters go down and Seth, like, I'm not looking forward to a game with Dakota Mathias and Vincent Poirier starting. I love me some Poirier, but not starting. All right. Last game I saw in person was March. Celtics versus OKC. Lost 3 games later. Season canceled. Bruce says, RB, what's good? What's going on, Bruce? Shout out to the members up in the chat and all the mods. Shout out to everybody. Trying to stay positive here, but no pun intended. I'm not feeling too good about this right now. I'm just trying to keep it real. I don't want to get my hopes up and say like everything's going to be fine, and then our game tomorrow gets canceled, and then the next one gets canceled, and then the next. Like I don't want that to happen. I heard the G League is doing a bubble. It seems like that might be the likely choice if this keeps going. I'm praying for Joe because I want him to face and beat Nikolai Jokic. I have a good feeling that Joe has it. And I'm not saying just because of yesterday. Maybe he was tired, but I don't know, man. He just did not look right yesterday. Philly Talk Podcast, my dude, Philly Mike. What's going on, my man? Up in the chat says, this is wild, bro. This needs to stop. This is crazy, man. This sucks. This is bad. Not only do we have to stomach a bad loss, but now we got this to worry about. It just doesn't. Everything always has to pile on, doesn't it? Always. Let's see. David says, I'm sorry about the news. Unfortunately, the virus is near its peak. Can't wait until the springtime. We will be okay. Hopefully, man. Got to get this vaccine. Process up in the chat says, Woj said on ESPN that multiple players are going to be out, so it looks like they aren't postponing. Well, I agree, but this was in the morning and they're still waiting. They are still waiting for their test. So, like, are we going to find out tonight? Are we going to find out? We have a 3:00 game tomorrow. It's not like it's a night game. But man, who knows? Who knows? But hey, I wanted to ask the chat something real quick. If the Sixers game does get canceled, right? Say the Sixers get canceled, maybe they get a few games canceled. Would you guys either enjoy either an NFL playoff stream for one of the games, or would you guys enjoy like another NBA game stream? Let me know in the chat. I'm not looking forward to potentially not being able to do games. So, but again, I'm trying to do whatever the chat likes. So, Bob says vaccinate them. This is essential. Processes. Would you trade Ben if he's healthy for Harden to maintain the number 1 seed that we have? We're definitely gonna talk a little bit of Sixers in a few minutes. Save that question because I got some things to say about Ben Simmons. Philly Talk says, what's up, everyone? Ben Simmons gave Seth Curry a high five last night. Will he be out? Well, every guy's getting tested, so we'll see. BLSG, what's going on, my guy? What's up, RB? It's a shame Seth was tested positive. Hopefully Shake didn't test because we'll need him tomorrow versus Denver to hopefully handle Jokic and Murray. Yeah, if we play, man. If we play. So we'll see. Oh, Ben, Joe, and Shake are okay and negative. We on the East Coast got the most strict rule in the country, and I'm personally glad for that. I hear you. Bro, this isn't good. What's going on, Bryce? Just quarantine every team for a few weeks. Yeah, hopefully. But then what? We're going to come back to the same setting? We're going to come back to the same type of thing, like, and just have it happen again? Justin, what's going on, my man? Kurt says hello from Australia. What's going on, Kurt? What's going on, bro? How you guys feeling about everything, man? They should do a bubble. They probably might end up doing it if it keeps on happening. Get ready for Matthijs to carry the team. I'm not looking forward to a game if half our guys are out. And again, it's not like an NFL roster. I mean, we only have 15 on the roster. If a couple are out, then what? What are we going to do? Nuggets probably licking their chops right now. Eventually, every NBA player will get it and be fine. I don't know about that. Conlon, what's going on, man? I feel like it had something to do with the Washington Wizards. The Wizards are the problem always, aren't they? Oh, man. Rivers coaching over Zoom. NFL playoff. NFL. So you guys would like an NFL stream. All right, well, we'll think about doing one, man. If the Sixers are off. Because, again, we're still waiting to see about this news, man. We're still waiting to see what happens. NFL. You think Doc Rivers can be in our starting lineup tomorrow? I mean, he's only 60 years old. I think he can play. There you go. Who knows, man? Who knows? Pick an NBA team off football. The Eagles out. NBA might shut down, says Dallas Mavs. Barm says other NBA stream. So we got some people saying other NBA stream, NFL. I might put out a community post, a poll for it. We'll see. I hope we don't lose our games. That would suck. I agree, Bruce. I agree. I agree. I'm hoping that we get to play this game tomorrow, and I hope we're at almost full strength, but I just don't have a good feeling right now. I do not. Alondra, are you going to do Steelers versus Browns? We'll probably do one or the other, or maybe a basketball. We'll see. NFL players has more pressure because one and done. NFL players the best moment. NBA should do another bubble. I hope Shake is fine. Another game probably. They're going to be out because of contact tracing. Exactly. And that's what it said. It said multiple guys are likely to be out due to contact tracing. So even if they don't have it, it's like they might have to quarantine for 7 days. And then you're missing 2 or 3 games. And it's like, ugh. Of course it had to. It had to, right? It had to. And Joe says 8-man rotation. I don't know if we're gonna make an 8-man rotation led by Tobias, Dakota Matthias, and um sign a free agent. Why not? There were fans in Tampa. Now Celtics got it. Joke says, hello from Germany. I hate to see this. What's going on, Joke? What's going on, man? It stinks. Seth is the main reason why the Sixers are number one. Exactly. Seth was he's shooting 54% from three. I mean, it's unreal. And that's the thing, too. Like, even if we get the play and stuff, if Seth goes down, like we saw the effect last night. Like, it's not the main reason why we lost, but we need that shooting, man. We need shooting. We realize that they played like 3 other teams. This might ruin the year. That's what I'm saying. And we're starting to see a couple teams now. Then what if we see more of an outbreak? Like, it's going to stink, man. I just want us to be able to play basketball for an extended period of time. The NBA is trying to fit it into a tight schedule, and it sucks. They said Shake, Dakota, Mike Scott, and Maxey are out tomorrow. Did they say that? Let me go ahead and refresh Twitter here. Let me go ahead and see. I didn't see that. Yeah, I didn't see that at all. I just saw multiple players and they don't know who it is yet. So they're gonna keep doing tests. I mean, we don't need the 1 seed if we lose games with the upcoming stretch. It doesn't matter. Just get into the playoffs. There's no real home court advantage. I hear you. Personally, I like seeing all the different home courts, but overall, it's like I just want to have a regular playoffs, you know? I thought it was 2021, not 2020. Sadly, don't think the Sixers will play. Will the Sixers have to play games if they're missing 5 or 6? That's what I'm saying, Adfin. Like, no, they can't. They can't play that way. This isn't NFL. What happens if the Sixers don't have enough players to play the game? Unless they want to sign me. I mean, I'll go out there and hit some corner threes. And I'll play with some heart. Why don't we go ahead and talk actually about the Sixers for a little bit? You know what I mean? Let's get off this subject. This is just making me disappointed. But anyway, Mojix, what's going on? Bryce, what's up? Sixers might put in Carson Wentz tomorrow. It's the Wizards' fault. Oh, that's funny. Running back had not some pleasant things to say about Simmons. Yeah, let's start off on Ben Simmons, man. Shout out to Philly Talk real quick. Says, I'm out. Hit the like button for him. It should be 3-on-3 or best player 1-on-1. Yeah, let's go 1-on-1s. That'd be funny, right? How about we play knockout? Let's play knockout. See who wins the game. Let's do a 3-point. Actually, no. Nah. I was gonna say 3-point contest. Nah, no thanks. I'm good on that. But hey, Let me know your guys' thoughts on Ben Simmons in the chat. We're just gonna talk about a few things. Let me know your guys' thoughts on Ben Simmons in the chat. How do you guys feel about Ben Simmons? I saw what a lot of people had to say about Ben today. And excuse me if I look here. I'm watching Lonzo and LaMelo battle it out. Pelicans are winning right now. Rick Bennett says every time we have something good in Philly, it gets taken away. Tell me about it, man. This team is what we need right now. Oh man. Shout out to Derek Larger, my dude. Hey, Derek, if you're in the chat, man, good luck. Good luck tomorrow. Colts play. I'll be watching that game. Bro, while I was here a week ago, you had over 5K. Now you're almost at 6K. What? That's crazy. Appreciate it, man. We're grinding. We're grinding, man. Everybody hit the like, hit the subscribe. Shout out to Derek, man. Good luck to the Colts tomorrow. I'll definitely be watching that. But, hey, in terms of Ben Simmons, in my opinion, I've been saying this for how long now? How long have I been saying? Even before Doc was hired, after whatever. Ben needs to at least take shots for defenses to hold him honest, for them to hold this offense honest. Right now, we can do what we want. The pace is high. Things are rolling. But look, when we get to the playoffs, if Ben Simmons won't take an elbow shot, last night was disappointing. Even though Simmons took a three, I was happy that Simmons took a three, even though it was wacky. He didn't hesitate. He got it. It looked like a normal shot. He just got it and pulled up. But look, I've been saying this, and if you have been, however long you've been on the channel, that I've been saying this forever. Ben Simmons has to at least shoot the ball so that defenses will take him serious. And when we get to the playoffs, how many years now have we seen it? How many years have we seen it now in the playoffs? Ben Simmons is completely taken out of the game offensively. And it sucks so bad because he is a monster on defense. And that's why we love him. He has all the assets. He has the skill set to be great. And he's 24. But it's like, my gosh. When he's playing soft, when he's not going hard to the rim, and when he won't just take a shot. Last night, the Nets, after that 3-point shot, they were leaving him open. They were leaving him wide. Guys were literally coming back down under the basket. He could have shot a mid-range, and he still wouldn't shoot it, man. I'm not going to be satisfied at halfway point in the season if he's only shooting one here, one there. No. He could have shot 3 or 4 last night. The game didn't matter. We were getting blown out. I don't understand it. I made the video before, then he shot after that, and he shot last night, but it's only one? Come on, Ben. When we get to the playoffs, and I've been saying this forever, and it's going to be a conversation. We can play as fast as we want in the regular season, but when we get to the playoffs, Ben Simmons has to at least attempt wide open shots or corner threes or whatever you want to call it. Whether it's got to be a set play, whatever. Because if we don't, that is a player taken out of the offense. We've seen Brad Stevens. We've seen Nick Nurse. They know how to defend him in the playoffs. He's driving to the rim. What do? Collapse. And if they just leave him outside, well, then they're going to bring more pressure on Joel Embiid. And maybe he's not always going to be able to find Seth and Danny Green. I'm telling you, man. He's got to shoot come playoff time by then. Why can't he just shoot 2 in a game? Why can't he shoot 3 in a game? Why? Why? It's killing me, man. Derek says, hashtag sign RB. Sign me to a 10-day, man. What happened? RB was loving Simmons 2 games ago. Look, I don't want this to get misconstrued. I really do not. I still love Ben Simmons. I love him as a player. I think he can be great. But again, when the opportunity is there, you got to be able to shoot, man. I don't care if you miss by 10 feet. Just take them. Get better. And it stinks because on the defensive side of the ball, he's that good. Like, he is that good. So now it puts us in a tough situation. But a number 1 overall pick, I want to get to a point where he's shooting 1 every game. And then 2 a game. And then he's not scared to pull up. He needs that in his game. 11 points last night, did not do it. Again, it was an off night for everybody, but Ben and Joe were especially off. I don't know, man. I'm always going to keep it real for what I see. I'm not satisfied with him offensively right now. He just has to shoot the ball, man. I'm not asking him to create his own shot. I'm not asking him to come out here and be Damian Lillard. I'm just asking him to shoot when he's wide open. Instead of driving to the rim when there's 3 guys inside and kicking it out over his head. That I don't want. I'm not satisfied with Ben until he attempts at least a 3 a game, but don't get me wrong, I still love him. I appreciate Ben, and he's my guy. I've always been a Ben guy, and I still am. And I think people don't realize the other parts of his game, but eventually, like, look, it's your 5th season. You got to at least not be afraid to shoot the ball when you're wide open. Come on, man. I love him. He's my favorite Sixer, but he should shoot the dang ball and be consistent in offense and defense. Exactly. And there's games where you got to step up, man. He'd be a top 5 player if he could shoot the 3 better. Rick says, I heard something about Ben Simmons on 94 WIP saying he does not work out hard. It's for Instagram views. I don't believe that. I'm not going to feed into that. I'm not going to question his work ethic. I don't know, man. I'm not going to talk about his mentality now. I'm not going to talk about his motivation now. I just know when he is wide open, just shoot the ball. Just shoot the ball. Because when playoff times comes, it's going to be very different. Derek says, thanks. I better see you in the live stream tomorrow. You already know, man. Simmons needs to add moves to his arsenal. Yeah, I feel like the league has figured him out in that essence, man. Love the thumbnail. Road to 1 mil. Your channel will be popular. Thank you, my man. YouTube just asked me if I was okay with this notification. What'd you say, Tanner? What'd you say, man? Because YouTube has been weird with the notifications as well. I don't know what's going on. Ben is 6'10" and lays up the ball at the rim. He misses a lot through any amount of contact, too. There are shots he misses, and it's like some nights he's on and some nights he's off. But I don't know, man. Even if he adds a post fade from the post, man. Kind of how Joe does sometimes. Why not? Again, I support Ben. But if we get to a halfway point in this season and it's still going how it is now, like a 3 here, 2 games later, another 3, like if it's just like that, did you guys see? I think I said it on my live play-by-play yesterday on the broadcast. They showed him shooting like 10 threes in a row. He makes them. I don't understand. I don't get it. If Ben had a mid-range game, it could help out so much. Guards can really abuse Ben, though. Beal going crazy. I mean, he's not doing well. Even finishing, he misses a lot. I think he's scared to miss. Like the hat, bro. Thank you, my man. He's so scared to shoot. It's a hitch, a mental block at this point. Such a bad habit. At 24, we need to trade while value's high. But look, all right, a mental hitch. Okay, let's go with that. Here's my thing, right? There's been the stories about there was this one guy, I can't think of his name, but I know who it is. He was a second baseman. I think it was for the Yankees. Um, he was a great all-star second baseman. And one year, he just could not throw to first base. Like it's an easy, nonchalant throw, and he couldn't throw to first, right? If Ben was shooting and then one year his mental hitch, like he just couldn't hit the basket anymore, I would get that. But you're wide open and you won't shoot the ball? How is that a mental hitch? I'm starting to think that's BS. How can you give me how can you have like it's not even instinct, it's common sense. When I go out and play at the courts, if I'm open, my shot could look ugly as heck. I'm still going to shoot. The only thing that I can think about is he doesn't want to miss. He wants to have the highest percentage ever. Like he just doesn't want the spotlight. I just don't understand. Like if he was shooting and he just couldn't hit, if he was like Kelly Oubre this season, you know what I mean? I get it. He just stinks. He can't shoot. But no, when he shoots, he usually makes it. At least in pregame, he's not going to make them all in the game. We don't want that. But just try. Just try. How like that? Put yourselves in the shoes of Ben. And if he was just look, number one, people tell me he can go without a jump shot. No, he can't if this team wants to win. Number two, if you are Ben Simmons, right? If you are Ben Simmons and you're going every day throughout your routine, you're shooting however many shots a day, you're going to the NBA arena and you're shooting from the corner and you're making them. How do you just turn that off come game time? I don't understand that. I don't understand that. You should get together with basketball buddies and show examples of how to shoot when you are open. Yeah, sure. Let's make a video. How to shoot the ball when you're open. Ben is great to watch. Yes, he needs to shoot when open. Even Matisse shoots. Yeah, it is. I agree. Ben's form doesn't even look that bad. And I love Ben. That's the thing. Like, I want to see this man be great. I want to have a great in Philly. Ben looks fine shooting. I don't get it because you start shooting the ball when you first start playing. Exactly. And he does it every day. Without Curry, it's a different feel. He's our new JJ, except not a complete liability on defense. There you go. There was a catcher whose career was ruined because he would hesitate and pump the throw 4 to 5 times. Right, but it's like we're 5 years in, though. Like, it's not like it's not like he did it before and now he just can't. Like, I don't know, man. It's really getting me at this point. Like, he posts videos on his YouTube channel and Instagram, like he's just shooting regular. Like it shouldn't even be a second thought. Like it should just, if you're open, right? Like, I don't know. Romeo says, watching from the Philippines. What's going on, Romeo? Thank you, my man. Zach says, after the loss, how do you think the game tomorrow will go? Well, barring that we have a game, it depends who's playing. It really depends. We still don't know who's playing. Cat on the Moon, what's up? Come on, man. You played the game. Some people just have the nerves. We're seeing point guard got his own mental block. I'm sorry. I just don't want to hear it after 5 years. I mean, This is like, I'm trying to think of a good analogy. Like, I don't know. This is like being a quarterback and you won't throw the ball. Like, you just hand the ball off every time. You can still get others involved. You can still win some games, but it's not even that you can't hit passes. You won't throw the ball. That's basically what this is. I don't understand. I don't understand. Even Dwight Howard shot when he was open. Tyrese Maxey shot 29% in college. The guy looks like an absolute stud and is hitting 2 threes a game. Even Maxey is pulling up. Maxey's form isn't the best. It looks like it can develop. Ben's form looks better than Maxey, in my opinion. I just don't understand. Just shoot it. But anyway, he doesn't want to miss. I'd rather have Ben shoot as much as he could, even if most are misses. I agree. Coleman, what's going on? Ben's a weird dude. He's right-handed but shoots left. I'm confused about him. Ben got his money, doesn't care, wants to go be a celebrity in L.A. Rick Ankiel would throw 100-mile-an-hour dots in the bullpen, but couldn't hit the catcher in a game time. I think it is the yips. Yeah, but if he couldn't hit a shot, I would understand. But he hits the shots. That's what I'm saying. He can hit shots. He's done it in the game. And he just has to look at the overall of this team. Like, if he just shoots, it just makes his team more lethal. Even if he just shoots the ball and doesn't even make it. Cool, man. Trev, what's going on, man? What's up? Sorry I'm late. It's all good, my guy. We're just talking in here. Big up from Denmark. Currently 2:17 a.m. here. Hey, what's going on, Caveman SpongeBob? Big ups to you, my man. You could force him to shoot. Just leave him in the corner. Right. But look, even if we call plays, right? Just, I know you're joking, but like, say we put him in the corner and we call that play, right? Doesn't Ben want to shoot? Like, doesn't he want it? Like, it's not that hard, man. Ben pulled a Kendall Jenner. He got the confidence, though. I don't think there will be a game tomorrow. I agree. It's not looking too good for us, in my opinion. But yeah. What do you guys think about this team right now? Do you guys think that we are one piece away? Do you think we can make a title run? Do you think we need a Zach LaVine? Do you think that we can go to the second round of the playoffs? What do you guys think about this team? I feel like if we have Ben, Shake, and Joe missing, we need to win 3 of the 7 games, if that is it. It's still going to be hard to do, man. Just saw a Mavericks player test positive. Exactly, yeah. A Mavericks fan, or a Mavericks player, 3 Celtics players, and now the Sixers. So, whatever happens. Let's see. I'm waiting for news. I mean, they gotta, determine what's going to happen, because the Nuggets are apparently in Philly ready to play tomorrow. Like, all right, so from Jason Dumas, Sixers will arrive back in Philly sometime this evening via private cars and buses. The game is still on as of now. That was 3 hours ago. Maxey, Scott, Milton, and Matthias. Someone said that earlier. Maxey, Scott, Milton, and Matthias all were in close contact with Seth Curry. Joel Embiid was sitting next to him. Tomorrow's Sixers game will look like one of those old basketball vids before they had dribbling. Oh, man. Don't tell me we're going to have a starting lineup out there of Ben Simmons, Dakota Matthias, Tyrese, Vincent Poirier, and Doc Rivers. Oh, man. Secret Underdog, how's your night going? Hope you're doing well. Everything's all right, man. We're good. I'm ready to watch some NFL playoffs tomorrow. How about you? Any news if the game is on? Not waking up at 7 on Sunday for nothing. Hey, nothing yet, man. Apparently they said it's on. I just I'm waiting to hear the test results. I just don't see if 3 guys or 4 guys get it, how we can still play this game. How they're going to make us play this game if three-fifths of our lineup is out. It's not the yips. He just doesn't want to shoot in a game, I guess. RB, I'm left-handed. I'll show Ben how to shoot. Please do, Bruce. Please. Please do. It will be fine. Everyone will be dealing with this. Well, how will it be fine if there's an outbreak in the league? That's what I don't understand. How will it be fine? Why does Ben always try to post up in the low block when Joe is posting up high, though? I feel like they try to use both of them, but Ben's not as strong down in the post. Because they don't respect if he can step back and shoot. We're good, but we see how important Seth and Joe are. If they miss a game, we have no backup. Dwight and Shake are good, but not compared to Joe and Seth. We need a Levine type of player. I hear you. The team is built to make a title run. They just got to get used to playing with each other more and stay healthy. I think we'll make playoffs. I don't know what will happen. All depends what team shows up. Jersey boy, what's going on, man? What's up, bro? We can make it to Eastern Conference Finals, best case scenario. If Ben can get at least a half-decent jump shot, you could probably make a title run. That's what I'm thinking. But who knows? Levine would be nice to have, loving this team, though. If the current roster is healthy, we're a lock to win the first round, but I think we need one more elite clutch shooter like a Beal or a Ray Allen type to leap to the finals. Yeah. I think we need a guy who can get a bucket at any time. Give him the ball. Go ahead and get that bucket for us. Win the game. I think we need that type of player who can hit a deep shot, a clutch shot, you know? That's just how I'm feeling about it. I think we need that type of player. I don't know. Toby's up in his trade value, but Toby's one of our most consistent players right now. If that's the case, you're winning 6th man of the year. Hey, I'm ready to go. I'll drive to the arena tomorrow. I'll sub in. Put me on the sideline, man. Put me on the sideline. I'll knock down a 3. With how Ben's been playing and everyone out, I think a Harden trade is essential to keep the 1 seed. Doc didn't seem too concerned with the loss. Look, I wasn't too concerned. It was just one of those nights. But the one thing that I loved about Doc is how he came right out. He came right out and said, we deserve to lose. We didn't focus. We didn't play hard. That's what I love to see. That is called holding your guys to a certain standard and letting them know when they're not playing well. Honestly, there's enough talent on this team for them to at least make the playoffs. Where we go from there is up to the team. And Doc, I hear you. Thoughts on Danny Green? He's getting a little better. He's getting a little more comfortable in the system. He still looks kind of slow, though. And it's like when he's in a certain mode, he'll take the ball and shoot 3 times in a row. But sometimes he's just sitting out there waiting for his opportunity, waiting for it to come to him. On defense, he needs to be better, though. He's a great perimeter defender, but it's more so our pick and roll defense has just been bad, to be honest. Rick says, is the G League playing? Can we take some players from the Delaware team? Yeah, mine as well, right? I don't even know who's on the G League team. What's his name? Frank Mason? Mine as well. It's like the game where the NFL postponed the game against the Steelers. Yeah, exactly. NFL can move a game to a Tuesday night. We can't move a game past 2 days. We got another game. Ben needs at least a half-decent jump shot. I agree. Seth, Joe, and Ben are the top 3 in the Sixers. Having Seth and Joe gone is really going to hurt the team. Like Butler, he can exactly like Jim. We need a bucket getter with the game on the line. We need a buzzer beater type of guy. I've seen Ben dominate in games. What the heck is going on? Still worried about his back and knee. I don't know, man. There's no excuse at this point. You know what I mean? Like I love Ben Simmons, but you just got to shoot it, man. Just please, if you're start out from the mid range, why not? If they're giving you space or you're coming around a low pick and roll from Joe, just pull up, just shoot it, man. It gets hard to watch. I'm calling Doc. Sixers fan from England here. Will be interesting to see what Maxey can do, as he's surely going to get a lot of minutes. Yeah. As long as we play, I love Maxey. Maxey's playing well. Maxey's doing his thing. Maxey's pulling up, not hesitating. He's a rookie. He wants it. You can tell he's got that fight. He's got that fight in him, and he's knocking down from deep. I'm loving it. Right, you and me, let's go ball out. We'll hit some threes. Let's go, man. Look, Sixers are calling people up. Oh, man. Ben is given stretches of being aggressive, but always goes back to being soft. That's my problem. Very inconsistent. I agree. Bob, what's going on? Danny runs like his back is hurt. He does. He runs weird and slow. But yeah, man. Just wanted to talk to you guys. In my opinion, this doesn't feel too confident right now. Guess we'll probably get the news tonight or tomorrow. Like, I don't know. They said it would be 12 to 16 hours. It's been, at least 10. I really feel like they're going to continue on with this game, and it's going to be very weird, man. It's going to be weird, but just wanted to give my thoughts on everything. Hopefully the Sixers get healthy. Hopefully we can keep this streak going, this mojo, and just stay uplifted as a team. Like, I love how we're playing ball right now overall. And we just got to keep getting better, man. But hopefully this doesn't spark up the league, and now we got to change everything up in the schedule and all. So, man, we'll see what happens. Hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow, 3:00 for a live play-by-play for the Sixers. If not, well, we will keep you updated on the community post. Shout out to everybody for tuning in, man. Hope you guys have a great night. Get some good rest. Have some fun. Do what you got to do. I go by RB, Philly Take with RB. All you guys have a good night, man. And stay safe, man. Catch you on the next one. Peace.